بالكي تفلتي زقبر كالكي آني عبس فلتو نغير ترفو نشمكي بالكي نسفي تفلتي زقبر كالكي آني عبس فلتو نغير ترفو نشمكي شمكي رايمبر تعرفون شمكي لانا سمشني ترفني كباكي شمكي رايمبر تعرفون شمكي لانا سمشني ترفني كباكي تاين اسكي لني تاين سلام كنين بيملش لني ساكن زي فايد بزو زربا دغولا كن نزات مربا فكر سلوش هيا نكسلش بالور كوفات سامي سنسا بروش بتلش تلقوم بهبوريت متايو بمان ما يدلم كيفو سمش كيفو سراش لو لني ترفو ويلكي قول عيني بيمان بزقام قوبين زيروني ويلكي شرني بيمان بزقام قوبين زيروني ولدوا بيتاتو أتقدام تقفلني يبقى يبقى شاعرني أتقدام يفيبا مش قربت كرانتي نفسك فاسبا شكي زيتا سوبا فكر كمي كتو أتقدام يفيني يبقى شاعرني أتقدام يفيبا مش قربت كرانتي نفسك فاسبا كتب عيبالي فكري شكي كنت مالي ويدوا بيتاتو أتقدام يبقى نالي بقى شاعرني أتقدام مش قربت كامتي نفسك فاسبا
because it goes along the line of your body. If I supinate my wrist, I typically end up hitting myself. So keeping those elbows back, you're going to curl this weight up, keeping that elbow in the same spot, squeeze it up to the top, drop it back down. You can do it both sides alternating. You can do them both sides at the same time, but just make sure you're keeping that elbow back, because by keeping that elbow back behind your body, you are going to be smashing, can you guess? The outer head of your bicep, which is the head that really I struggle with the most to develop, and it makes it look big from the side and also helps to build a big peak, which I like. So a great bicep exercise, just make sure you're keeping that elbow back throughout the entire movement. So that's exercise number 4. All right, the 5th exercise that we got is again on this incline bench, but we're gonna flip around and we're gonna face down and we're gonna do some incline bench hanging curls. Now you might call these a little bit differently. I like calling them hanging curls because your arms are going to be hanging off the end of the bench. And this is gonna be a really good for basically doing the opposite of what the incline bench hammer curls do, which you keep your elbow back behind the line of your body. These you're keeping it out in front of your body, So it's kind of like a dead weight preacher curl almost, but because it's in front of your body, you're gonna be hitting that inner head, that short head a lot better. So you're gonna grab these weights, you're gonna have them in front of your body hanging just like that. You want your shoulders to be nice and even. From there, you're going to take this and you're gonna keep these your elbows in the same spot. So when you curl up, you're not dropping your elbows back like this. You're gonna keep your elbows in that same spot. You're gonna curl forward and up, squeezing at the top, back down. Other side, keeping that elbow in the same spot, back down. You can do them both at the same time if you want. That's a lot harder, obviously, because you're doing both at once versus squeezing up to the top, back down. Make sure you're getting that full range of motion, controlling the negative, squeezing it up to the top, controlling it on the way back down. That's going to be exercise number 5. All right, so for the 6th exercise, I'm going to apologize if the lighting's a little off compared to over there, but this is where the Smith machine is because you're going to need the Smith machine for this one. It's going to be a drag curl. Now, you can do these with dumbbells. I personally like them with the Smith machine because it does force you to do it the right way, which is with your elbows coming back and you dragging it along the line of your body. So you're going to grab this just outside of your hips. Let this go all the way down, and from there you want this basically touching your thighs. And as you curl this weight up, you don't want it coming in front of your body too much. You literally want it sliding up along your body as your elbows drive backwards, really focusing on curling this weight. So you're kind of driving your elbows back while you curl this weight up, just like that. It's called a drag curl. So driving those elbows back, curling the weight up, controlling it on the way back down. Driving them back, curling up, controlling it on the way back down, just like that. Really focusing on getting as much bicep activation as possible. Gonna be amazing for that long head because again, that elbow is going back behind the line of your body. So again, great for that peak of your bicep. So that's exercise number 6. All right, and the 7th and final bicep exercise is going to be a preacher curl. Now you can do these on the preacher curl machine. You can do these with a barbell. Personally, I like doing them with dumbbells because of the free range of motion. So what you're gonna do is get into a nice position here. One thing you wanna be careful of when you're doing this is when you do get down to the bottom, you're not letting your shoulders come forward, which is what I see with 90% of guys who are doing preacher curls is they curl this weight up and then they come down and they let their shoulders come forward. And then they curl up, and they're like this, and they come forward and they're like that. And they have this like kind of shrug going on. You don't want that. So you want to keep your shoulders back in a nice strong position. You want that full extension, and then from there, if you want to go supinated the whole time, you can. I like starting neutral and then curling it up and supinating at the top, squeezing, then going back down in a nice controlled motion, keeping your shoulders down, squeezing it back up, controlling it on the way back down, squeezing it up, controlling it on the way back down, making sure that those shoulders are never coming forward like that. So keeping them back and down the whole time, really focusing on that mind-muscle connection with that bicep. Drive those elbows down into the mat. It's one of the best tips I can give.